Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Devashishaya Shunyavani Pashadeshakahari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now this we are reading Lord Chaitanya's Mahaprabhu's visit to Vrindavan. And some principles here, religious meditation. Number one was, the first thing Prabhupada talks about is that these words are very common, Mlecha and Yavana. Sometimes we say Mlecha. And sometimes, we refer to foreigners and Mlecha and Yavana. This is a general tendency. But the point is, it is not based on caste. It is not based by any country or anything. Anybody who eats meat is called mlecha. It's a derogatory term. Among the mlecha, the lowest is called chandala, who eats dog's meat. Different kind of meat eaters are there. Goat eater, cow eater, pig eater, hen eater, dog eater. Among them, dog eater was considered the lowest. That was called chandala. Bhagavad Gita also. Shunichaya Supakecha Panditaha Samadashna. Those who are great devotees, they don't discriminate because they see that everybody is potentially a devotee. Yes, Bhagavad Gita also mentioned that. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brāhmaṇe Kalihasini Shunichaya Supakecha Panditaha Samadashna. Pandita is Samadarshi. He sees everything equally, not higher or lower. In the same way, a devotee also does not do that. He takes everything. When Prabhupada was preaching in New York, and when he used to go to his place, people used to be so much drunk. Nowadays we see the youth is becoming like that. They will lie on the road, hippies. And when he has to go to his room, some of them have to turn like that in front of his place. But somehow they see elderly person and he's the same. They used to give him like that. So terrible. And he used to have a morning class, just like we have morning Bhagavatam class, 8 o'clock. And people attending the class used to be the people who have whole night taken drugs and they are awake. Why they are awake? Because whole night they were having drugs. So morning what happens is when you take any intoxicant, you go too high and then you crash. And that time they used to just come to his class to hear. He was aware who are these people. So a devotee does not discriminate. That is not the nature. Yamana means a person who is not following any rules and regulations given in the scriptures. So these Mlecha, Yamana, derogatory term, but it is not specific to any person or any country. It is specific to any person. He may be born in a Brahmin family, if he eats meat, he is also Mlecha. If somebody is not following anything, he becomes Mlecha. It has nothing to do with the dress, it has nothing to do with the country, nothing to do with the caste or the species. Correct? That is the understanding. So that is the first part we understand. What is Mlecha Yamana, which scriptures written? The second part we understand here is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave mercy to all. And there were instances many times that anybody, and in fact that is a symptom of Mahabharata, that he has a power. Prabhupada says it is very difficult actually, it's not easy. Sometimes we feel that we can make somebody Krishna conscious. It is not in our hands. To give somebody pleasure of serving Krishna, it is in Krishna's hand, not in our hands. Okay? That Ananda Lord has to give. We cannot give. We are not in control. God is in control. If He wishes, if He is pleased, He can use us as an instrument. If He doesn't want, that is His choice. It is left to the Lord to empower us or not to empower us. We do our duty. Therefore, Prabhupada used to say, continuously, vigorously, enthusiastically preach. If somebody becomes Krishna conscious, that's an ecstasy. But that is not in your control. But for our own purification, we should enthusiastically continue preaching. Correct? Now we go someplace and we hold some program, and then people become serious to serve Krishna, or they say they don't become serious to serve Krishna, what we can do. But we have to put in our effort. But it's true, we are very pleased if people become devoted, so we get pleasure. But at the same time, we are doing it for the Lord's satisfaction, not for our satisfaction. Okay, it's the Lord's wish. It's like Srila Prabhupada when he was in India. Now you meditate 1922, when he is something like 25, 26 years old. His Guru ordered him to spread the movement. And he kept trying. At 70 years of age, that is 1965, or 1922, 42, 43 years later, movement came to be. He kept trying. He was writing letters to big, even wrote letter to Gandhi, wrote letter to Nehru, wrote letter to Radhakrishna. They were there, we have those letters. And then he was writing books, he was giving lectures, he was writing magazines, he was trying, he was going here to preach, he was going there to preach, he was trying. No success. Peaceful. And from around, we can take from something like around 1944, he has left his even home. He has taken sannyasa. And that is around 50 years. And you can take 20 years, he was like a sannyasi. Even previously, at least he has a house, some business to maintain. 20 years of that, even house is not there. No, nothing. And he's traveling here and there. Previously in India, if a sannyasi comes, people used to request, please stay in our house for 2 days, 3 days. Previously it was like that. That time, 70 years ago. Now, the different time. So at that time, you see, at that time, it was very, very difficult days, There was no money to eat, there was nothing. He used to go to print his magazine, Factory Order magazine, and the printer, he used to go to the printer walking a long distance to save money, there is no money. And he used to reach there, and he has not paid the bills for a long time. And still he will be proofreading and all. So the printer used to say sometimes, Swamiji, why you are doing all this thing? No, it's my mission. One day you will see it will be success. Man, it's not easy. 40 years, somebody without any money, without any success, going on. So this should be our meditation. Left to Krishna. Krishna, I don't know what time Krishna wants it to manifest. How he wants to manifest. Leave it to Krishna. We should enthusiastically see what happens sometimes. Krishna, for what reason he is holding a particular result, we don't know. We don't know. Time, place, everything is setting. And then he is endeavoring, and suddenly in America, in other part of the world, completely unknown to Prabhupada in the sense, what is happening is that youth have become completely disgusted with their country and overall setup. The society was becoming very, very materialistic. On the top of it, the youth were becoming disgusted with the materialistic life. They started leaving their homes. They become sick. India will slowly come to that. It's also now, previously something spiritual there at home, now it's all zero. Slowly the people will see the youths will become disgusted with all the things. So they left homes. They were on top of it. Another thing, addition to that came was this Vietnam War, where the government created something called draft code. Means Americans were forced to join army, just like it is in Israel. They are forced to join. For 2 years you have to be in army. So draft code came, they were forced, they passed resolution, people at a particular age, they were to forcefully go to training and go to fight in Vietnam. First thing, people not even convinced why we should fight in Vietnam, just like Iraq. Actually nobody could understand why they at all. Afghanistan we understand. They did some mischief, it has to be punished. We should not be cowards. If you know some part of the world somebody has done a mischief and any person of this administrator has been injured, he has to go and punish the person. Otherwise, he is a coward. So he should not be a coward. Like Lord Rama, his wife was kidnapped, went and punished him and brought his wife back. He is not a coward. That is coward. Okay? Kshatriya can never be coward. Kshatriya means injury has happened, he will punish for that. That is the job of a Kshatriya. Brahmana's job is different, preaching. That is not Kshatriya's job. Kshatriya has no non-violence. So there is nothing called non-violence as far as politics is concerned, and it's a separate issue. So Prabhupada went through all that long time of difficulty, very long time of difficulty, and there was no result. So in America, what happened was the Vietnam War, they were sick, people were sick. On top of it, the youth was anyway disgusted, and one more thing, drug culture was starting. Drugs make a person mad. All these things combined together, youths were there in the open parks, not one or two, thousands. It's like we have big park. In Mangalore, we have Kadari Park. Just imagine 5,000 youths are sitting there, like that. They don't want to go home, they don't want to go anywhere. And what to do? They have left materialism, but they don't know anything higher, so they're trying drugs, they're trying so many nasty things. And all things, vices are happening. At that time, the right time for Krishna. If somebody says, will you go in that situation? No. Krishna to Prabhupada from India in a cargo ship, brought him there. Why chosen? You can see 40 years without any result. Every day is endeavoring. You open a business, one day it doesn't work, 1 month it doesn't work. 1 year you have lost, you close the business. So many big companies, they open some new business, 1 year, 5 year loss, they close it immediately. Anybody has the courage to 40 years to run a business with loss? Anybody? They will close the work. 40 years with zero result. There was one person who became the disciple in India. That was a result. Some Mishra, one person. He comes and proper memories. And then what happened was that finally, he landed there, and the people were looking for an alternative. And they got the alternative. They were looking, they were not happy with materialistic life, disgusted, sick of it. And they're looking for, is there some alternative? They don't like the government, they don't like the country, they don't like anything. They want looking for something new. And here the person comes, an old man from India. And he had his, somehow he opened a center for selling books. He was not even knowing how to pay the rent of that place. He, as they say, $60, Prabhupada had some money by selling books, he gave the advance. He doesn't know how he's going to pay next month's rent. So difficult condition. Month after month. It was real struggle first 1 or 2 years. Great struggle. And at that time, in that condition, with his first few disciples, Prabhupada used to go to Tompkins Square Park in America. And he used to do what he used to do chanting Harinam. And for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 hours. Old man. You can see his picture. His eyes closed so clear. And his few disciples. They are not disciples basically. Nobody has become qualified for that. Like disciple means a lot of rules and regulations. They are the first few followers, well-wishers. And they will be there, they will be chanting around. And there were some people like Beatles and all, not Beatles that time. What is the person's name? Allen Ginsberg, some big celebrity, he also became attracted because, and he used to also come with the harmonium and keep company. A lot of people, just youngsters, they were having their own drums. Prabhupada said, okay, join. All really, playing to this Harinama, they will be dancing in their own way. Everything is going like nothing, but the standard. And he did not even tell the rules and regulations in the beginning. Just silent. They were just allowing Harinama to go inside their heart. They were just hearing Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, had I told in the beginning to them, no intoxication, no gathering, no illicit sex, they would have said, Swamiji, go back to your own country. Not possible. But actually, Prabhupada was very, very patient. This is very, difficult. We cannot do so. It was very patient, very patient. And that is what the devotees and the followers dedicate. And Prabhupada used to make chapatis, like gulab jamuns. The gulab jamuns, even we don't have courage to make. He was an old man. Making gulab jamun takes one of the most tedious sweet. You know, you have to fry in ghee and it takes time, then put in the sugar. So it takes real time. And how much not one or two? He used to make a bucket of them. Old man, alone he used to. And he used to put in a jar. He used to know, he understood, they are mad after it. Because actually, they used to tell Prabhupada, he used to have Sunday big feast. Prabhupada used to call it love feast. They used to say, devotees, in our dreams also we are not eaten such a food. Actually, if you keep Indian food and American food, you throw in a dustbin. You cannot even eat that. You cannot touch that. No spices. Nothing is there. Simply some fried bread one, no chapati, bread. And some soup that they can eat. Practically like aborigine food. You cannot eat that. Meat. On top of it, egg, meat and everything.
All the
and here nothing. And they were like amazed. So Prabhupada understood they love this gulab jamun especially. Just like we know they like sweet rice. So what he used to do, he used to make a jar of it and keep it. So he had a place like this. It was nothing but a garage which he had. And few blocks ahead, a small room he had. So he used to come from that room to the garage in the morning, hold kirtan, and then go back after the program. And in the evening again come hold program and go back. And in this garage, but some people staying as their wish. Nothing. No rules, nothing is there. He's silent about it now. He used to hold big program in the morning, big kirtan and class. In the evening also big kirtan and class. And there used to be a jar of gulab jamun whole day, rest of the day for them. If they like any time they can have one. And they used to like, you cannot even imagine how tasty it used to be, they say. And Sunday feast used to make chapatis. You know how much? Americans are 7 feet. Some of them were eating 20 chapatis. You know that? At home we have also eaten 10. हमें बनाती हैं लोग भी खाएं 20 खा लेते हैं उनका 7 feet height इतने बड़े and he is personally cooking, he is serving them, and after they go, he is cleaning the whole place. This was the patience which is important. But youngsters are finally youngsters. They could see what we should also pitch it. So somebody came, can I help you cooking? And slowly as they became devotees, Prabhupada gave them services. Some people get initiated, some people became disciples. And with this few group of followers, he used to go to the park. And in the park on Sunday, in the morning or afternoon sometimes, they used to have a kid 4 hours at a go. And then when they used to come back, many people used to come following them. Because they are completely stunned with the experience. He used to give a short class, because they don't understand anything. Short class. And many newspaper people made press release, many newspaper people interviewed him. Who are you, why you have come? And they even one newspaper person, while coming, he wrote down Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Very beautiful article. He said Swami is trying to convince the toughest audience in the world that God is there. He wrote, this is the toughest audience in the world. He's trying to convince them God is there. So he was like that, just giving a short class and being not. So it was a great effort actually, this activity. So it is true, Yamuna and Mlecha is a category. It is true that as far as Krishna's consciousness is concerned, we have no category. Give everybody an opportunity. So that is what Srila Prabhupada did by the example. And that is following the footsteps of the Lord Chaitanya also. And so we should understand how this movement started. We should always thank Srila Prabhupada because we are benefiting. You know, whole night, whenever he had time, he was writing. And it has kept so important. The whole philosophy, the whole practice, everything is exact. You know? Otherwise, it would have been a full khichdi. Correct? Everything to visualize the whole mission, to visualize the whole philosophy is Prabhupada ki, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki.